We are back in on our hardcore idiot, and you've actually caught me here in Varrock Palace doing a spot of safe cracking. And I've got to admit that I quite enjoy doing some safe cracking because it's really decent thieving experience and the loot can be alright as well. And although I do have the thieving level to do other safes just around Gielinor, I do kinda prefer just doing the free here in Varrock Palace, just because I'm lazy and don't want to travel as much. But that's the small loot bag now pretty much filled, so I think what I'll do is just take the goodies away to the Thieves Guild. Because although the safes themselves do give you quite a bit of thieving experience, that's not where the bulk of the experience comes from. We get that from handing in our fenced items to Chief Thief Robin here, which rewards us with 16,500 experience, nearly 30,000 gold, and some pilfer points, but the experience is just enough to let us reach level 70 in thieving. So we can now collect our camouflage fragments, which will allow us to make our master thieving outfit, and if I very quickly hand in the other items that I stole, I can choose the coins option, which for the few items that I had, I get rewarded with 75k GP. And that all rather makes me really happy, getting some free experience as well as some free money. How can you beat it? I mean, just to get a bit deep with you for a second, there's actually quite a lot of things in this game which I really dislike. So having something that I do come across that I like is rather rare. Things like these new blue bar skills I absolutely hate. And just if you were wondering, I am making an Archaeology complete body at the moment. I won't even begin to tell you just how much I hate the Archaeology skill. I'm pretty sure that just one standalone episode for that was more than enough. And I've got to admit that I'm not too keen on other players as well, like this half-wit lying down here. However, even with all of that being said, there is something that I really rather do enjoy whenever it comes out. And that, of course, is the beach event, which I'm going to enjoy even more this time around because I now have the Iron Man to play with. And again, how can you say no to free experience? Plus, it's really chill here actually, and there's no blue bar skills, so I'm very happy just spending quite some time skilling away here on the beach, especially whenever I choose the right sand sculpture to build and get even more experience. And we are just in time actually for Claudia to make an appearance, so let's quickly head over and punch the big crab. Okay, that's the big crab now been punched, so we'll head straight back to our sandcastle. Ah, who am I kidding? I love murdering things, so we're just going to attack her instead. This is really the only other time I would accept having other players helping me out, so you guys take all the damage for me. I'll just do my very piss poor DPS in the back. And she's down. Well, we were pretty much rewarded with a balloon for that, and that actually also makes me happy. Back to sandcastles. I do quite enjoy the construction experience that we get from here. It's not as much as we get from the contracts, but at least it's free. And with level 75 construction a requirement for Priff, I'm never going to say no to some free experience. Actually, speaking of free experience, I'm level 58 defense with 36k experience until level 60, which if I got to level 60 defense, I would then be able to wear this Archaeology complete body that I made. So Chuck, give me some free experience. I have 89 penguin points, so I'm going to buy 2 huge experience lamps. So as long as I do this carefully, I'll put one of the lamps into defense, which grants us 12,000 experience, which is enough to reach level 59 defense. And after buying another lamp, we'll put the remainder 2 into defense as well, which means that we get out nearly 26,000 experience in defense, and that's us now hit level 60 in defense, and an overall combat level of 84. So we can now wear Archaeology armor, as well as dragon armor, and also black dragon hide armor for our range skill, as well as a host of other items that we can now wear. But for now, I'm just rather quite happy with our new armor. So we're getting straight back into the experience, and we're going to get our strength skill up, which alongside our attack skill, our strength skill is rather pathetic, especially now that most of our other combat levels are 60 plus, so we could definitely be doing with the strength experience here. And doing the strength training is actually my favourite event at the beach, because it is very, very AFKable, and we've actually hit the beach at the perfect time here, because it's now happy hour, so everything is going to be free, so we can keep skilling even whenever our thermometer fills up. So that just spells even more experience for me. Well, technically, even more experience for me. Unfortunately, even with it being happy hour, our thermometer will still continue to rise, and at 100%, just because we are an Iron Man, we start getting some reduced experience rates. But that still doesn't stop us from reaching level 55 in strength. I've actually already collected a few of these tokens from the beach, so I'm tempted to take them out and see what kind of nonsense we've got. So we'll see what an elegant sun hat looks like, which is just rather garbage. So what about some sandals? They are equally as garbage. A Stephanie token is next, which is a pet actually. A pet seagull. Right, do your emote then, chap. This is going to be rather epic. And dead. Right, cool, seagulls. We've got a Menopause beachwear token, as well as elegant sandals, and an ammonite necklace left. And here's how we look in those. Is this counting as Fashionscape? Well, who knows. So we're just going to go enter a hole next, and we're going to listen to some rather interesting noises, and get some dungeoneering experience. Dungeoneering is a skill that I don't actually mind. I would probably say it's my favourite skill to do. But at the same token, I would much rather just get the free experience from this hole rather than actually having to do a floor. We are 6,500 experience shy of level 62 dungeoneering, and 75 dungeoneering is again another Priff requirement, so I'm going to be very happy doing it here on the beach. And actually, I've just remembered that my thermometer is still at 100%, so I'm actually getting reduced experience rates. So we'll just very quickly eat an ice cream and we'll bring that thermometer all the way down, and then we'll get our happy ass straight back into that hole. So now we're getting over 50 experience just from being in the hole. And that feels so much better, because just like that, that's level 62 and dungeoneering. So sadly for now, I am going to leave the hole alone, but instead I'm going to go speak to another person, and I'm going to request a sandy clue from her. And just for the record, I also hate doing clues, but I'm pretty broke at the moment, so we'll take anything just to give me some money. And for the first step of the clue, I think I have to come speak to this Muppet. A stranger left us for you. We got a scroll box, which had a clue inside it that says King Awogi Wogi wants a banana. So that's definitely not going to happen. I thought these were supposed to be easy. I need the money, not monkey madness. No, listen you. I want rewarded for that one step that I had to do there, and I want another clue. Well, we'll look straight into that just after I murder this crab again. Well, she's back down again, and I only got one ice cream. So this has all been really worthwhile so far. Anyway, back to destroying this clue, and you, give me another one. I have to come dig by a tree over here by the looks of it, which we dug up another scroll box, and now we come to the Ripper Demon Cave, and dig somewhere around here, which gives us another scroll box. How many steps do clues have? And that one requires me coming to speak to this idiot. Then I have to check this safe here in Al-Kharid, which underneath it we find a pair of caskets. And before we open them, we're going to get another clue from her, and this one requires me coming to dig outside Pyramid Plunder, then to this pile of coconuts, and then to dig between the two pillars just outside the fire altar. And hopefully this is the last step with us trying to enter the Anachronia portal, which it was, so we have another 2 caskets. So we now have 4 sandy caskets to open, and I am expecting quite a lot of rewards for this. The first one was worth 34k, the second one was worth double that, it's 76k. Why did we get 2 sets of 300 air runes? I'm assuming that the red ones are going to reward us better, so I'm expecting at least a blood dye inside these, or 33k is equally as good. And the last casket gives us a value of 1.2 million, because we get some adamant plate legs H4. Well, that was all complete garbage. You made me do clues. You owe me at least an Orlando Smith's hat for that. This is somehow your guys' fault as well. I'm just going to take my frustrations out on Hook a Duck here, and even fail at it. Although whenever we do catch a duck, it's actually quite a lot of hunter experience we get. What will we get for knocking down some coconuts? 100 experience. That's alright-ish. Not as good experience as doing the circus, but at least by doing this we do have a small chance of being able to hit someone, so that's always a bonus. I still feel a bit ripped off from those caskets that we opened there, but I do have 5 easy reward caskets that I've gotten from double agents from penguin spying, so maybe we'll get something decent in these. Yep, well, I can really tell how these are all going to go. 13k for the second one with a black kite shield G, and the game has the audacity to say that that was actually an effect from my relic's power to get that. 112k for the next one with meerkat pouches. Do I reroll that? Is that a good easy reward? I'll maybe just keep it. 1.6k GP. We got 1 Staff of Earth and a bonus experience star. Is that a new record for the lowest rewarded clue for this? And last easy casket rewards us with 5000 GP and another Staff of Earth. Nope, I'm still feeling pretty ripped off with all of that, but I do know a potential way to get a decent clue reward, so we're heading over to the Wizard's Tower and we'll speak to this moron here, and we're going to do the quest Beneath Cursed Tides, because this will give us access to our giant oyster, and that will give us a decent clue reward. Right, come on, let's hurry all of this up here. I've got an oyster to open. So that was the very tough Beneath Cursed Tides quest complete. We got a 10k combat experience lamp, a 5k fishing experience lamp, as well as 5k cooking experience lamp. Some more cosmetics, but of course our main reward is our giant oyster. And crap, we need to feed it first. Oh, I thought we got a free clue reward for doing that quest. Well, damn it. But at least it's some decent experience that we get in farming here for this seaweed, and some pretty decent fishing experience from here as well. Well, we'll just feed the oyster here, and then next month we will get our rewards for it. Yep, 18 days, and we will come back and we will get a dye. Guaranteed. Just unfortunate that we're not going to get anything decent from our clues today. But at least we can come back here to the beach, and I think this is where I'm going to leave you at, because I've got a lot of experience to gain here, and a lot of ducks to catch. And I think we are ending this episode on pretty much a high. I really do enjoy the beach event whenever it comes around, and just being able to do this on the hardcore now is definitely going to help us get our skills up, just so we can get that little bit closer to Priff. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have liked this video and you're feeling kind, why not leave a like, maybe a comment as well, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 1000 subscribers on the channel here, so every sub helps, and it's free. But I hope you all will enjoy your beach event, and you will get a lot of experience from it, because I know I certainly will. But if you'll excuse me, I've got a hole to sit in, so I will see you guys next time. I'm definitely going to be spending quite a lot of time in this hole, I think.